Shout out to Nando V Movies, because honestly, this idea of having a bunch of different video essayists that I love, respect, and listen to on the weekly talk about their favorite scenes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe with, of course, the hashtag #OneMarvelousScene has been a genius and amazing idea. And I wanted to get in on the action, not necessarily because for the clout, but you know, hey, it doesn't hurt. But also because I wanted to show what a lot of people got a chance to show, which was a scene that was personal to them. And I am absolutely loving all the videos that have been going on. So if I get added to the playlist, hey, you know what? Take a chance and watch all of the videos in the playlist. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Anyway, my name is Marc. This channel is called FanCastit, and here's my take. Whitesplaining to Killmonger. This scene is the very first introduction of Killmonger in the beautifully directed film Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler. I ultimately went with this scene not only based on the feeling that it gave me, but also the shared amusement and profound relation everybody who looks like me had while watching it in theaters. Now, a lot of people rolled their eyes at the heavy-handed themes of race in the film, but those people have probably never been followed by security in a clothing store, bank, or mall simply based on their skin color.
You got all this security in here watching me ever since I walked in, but you ain't checking for what you put in your body.
Fun fact, my little brother was actually surrounded by 7 cops because he walked out of a corner store with a gym bag in Canada. Now, this scene works on so many different levels, but let's start at the beginning. After an establishing shot of the Museum of Great Britain, emphasis on great, we get a beautiful dolly in on Eric Killmonger Stevens, staring intently at a display filled with ancient African artifacts. Eric is dressed in streetwear with his dreads and an updo that invokes the style of 2017-2018. He looks like the epitome of hip-hop culture of the day, thus playing on the assumptions of most general North American audience members that he is both young and street, therefore ignorant and not in control. The camera is met by a woman walking into frame, smartly dressed by Eurocentric standards, greeting him in a British accent. She is taller than him in heels, and everything is meant to point to her obvious control of the room. Even in the next shot, the camera points down at him as he quietly responds, making him seem more vulnerable. He's using what we in the Black community can immediately recognize as our professional voice, raised tone and purposefully articulate as to make it seem less intimidating or threatening, and refers to her as the expert. He comments on the beauty of the collection, and the camera floats along with him as he inquires about 2 different artifacts. She has an immediate, prepared response for each, in which his eyes light up, exclaiming, "For real?" A little slang cracking through. Going over this scene a few times, you can tell that he's stalling for the inevitable, but we, the audience, don't know that yet. He finally settles on the artifact that he came to see. And as he inquires, he quickly glances at her, slyly smirking as she involuntarily clutches her stomach in pain. We finally catch up to the heist as he utters, nah, to her historical inaccuracy. I beg your pardon? Whitesplaining is the act of a white person explaining topics to people of color, often in an obliviously condescending manner, and especially regarding race or injustice-related issues. Or at least that's what I got on Urban Dictionary. Now, in her defense, she probably studied this topic for a long time. After all, she was sought out by him as the expert of that museum, and based on the information she was given, she technically was correct. But that's not what this scene was about, though. This scene was about the audience, our presumptions, and our world history, and how easy it is to forget that history is rewritten by the victors, especially when those victors went out of their way to literally erase said history after the slave trade. It's also about our own prejudices and how quick we are to assume who is knowledgeable and who is in control. This scene plays really well as a thesis as well for Killmonger's plan and views throughout the movie. The vibranium is just a means to an end. Violence is justified in pursuit of a greater goal, and most importantly, he is going to repay his oppressors tenfold using sweet dramatic irony. Guy even got it with the Starbucks. Oh, and he's gonna look fly doing
No, I'm just feeling it.
Killmonger is one of the most captivating villains Marvel ever put on screen. And this marvelous scene is the reason why.
Don't trip. I'm gonna take it off your hands for you.
All right, so that was my take. I can't really call this a video essay because I kept it short and sweet. More of a rant, which is kind of what I do. But if you haven't had a chance to check out my other videos, we do a channel called FanCastit, and that is on our YouTube channel, Qualia Noir Pictures, where you can find videos just like this and videos that are a little different. If you're into gaming, if you're into music, you can find stuff about that as well. But of course, me and my partner Sean Peat, we do a channel where we recast videos, movies from the past, and talk about how we would recast them in, with modern actors. And I think that's pretty cool. And if you think that that's pretty cool, hey, take the time to subscribe to our channel. We would love for you guys to give your input on some stuff that you would like to see on our channel. And hey, if you really like this video, then share it. Hey, that's kind of our lifeblood, so please do so. And as always, you can find me, Marc Samuels, at FanCastit on Instagram and Facebook. If you want my personal, you can find me at Marc Samuels Noir. And thank you so much for listening to this video and watching this video.